Greetings, folks. Welcome to part 3 of my Dubai travel vlog. I know stretching it to a third part might be a bit much, so I promise to wrap this up soon. It was shaping up to be a very lazy day, so after breakfast I decided to catch up on my workout. And guess what? I had the whole spooky gym to myself. People should really work out more. In the evening, my brother-in-law dropped me off at a pizza place in Jumeirah called Pizza Express Live. And there was a reason why I was here. I heard they had an open mic night which got me intrigued and excited to check out the local music scene. It was literally an underground restaurant that primarily served, yep, you guessed it, pizza and beverages. I arrived quite early, but that turned out to be a good thing because it meant I could perform in the first session itself. I ordered myself a ginger ale and salad because my mouth was feeling lonely. Anyway, soon enough, the open mic commenced and a few artists took the stage. They were all marvelous. In fact, this all-female Middle Eastern instrumental trio was so good, the crowd's reaction said it all. Finally, it was my turn to perform. So here are some short clips of my performance.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Dil Raj, everybody. Dil Raj. This is gonna do one of his original songs, which is amazing. We encourage original songs here.
Yeah, this song is called From Your Window. From your window, I've been fighting my fears, not letting tears Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I obviously couldn't leave without singing an Indian song. Hashtag Desi at heart.
Amazing, Raj. Amazing guy, amazing voice, brother. Thank you so much.
I decided to stay on until the end because that's when the heavyweights enter the game. And I was very impressed with the talent. Especially this bassist dude who was a lefty playing a right-hand bass upside down. The improvisations, the dynamics, everything was just absolutely mind-blowing. What up, guys? So I'm back in my room. I had the best night tonight. I attended the open mic night at Pizza Express Live in Jumeirah Lake Towers, and I got to see a hugely talented bunch of musicians. I got to experience their music and I loved everything about them, like the way they carry themselves,
their fashion, their music, their musical tastes, the performances, their improvisations. Everything was so damn beautiful. A good friend actually convinced me to go, and I am so glad that I did, because I would have definitely regretted if I had not gone there. And for the first time in my life, I actually performed an original composition that I'd never played in front of the public. And I'm really proud of myself, because the reaction that it garnered was pretty cool. I think this was the self-confidence boost that I so badly needed, and it's kind of motivated me to work on my music more, to try and release and publish this as soon as possible. But all in all, yeah, I had a really great time tonight.
The next day, I met with my good friend Edwin. He took me to Firdaus Studio and then to an expo called Podfest. This was a program coordinated by the Dubai Press Club, meant for podcasters based in the UAE. But you know me, guys, I am unashamedly guilty of the sin of gluttony, so the delightful display of snacks and food quickly caught my attention. Of course, the expo was interesting too. I saw a few familiar brands and attended a class on immersive podcasting by Dolby. Soon after, we decided to go out for lunch. A place called Tandoor Tina caught our eye. It had a laid-back ambience but was mostly catered to corporate diners. After lunch, we headed out to be escorted to the parking area in a Tesla. This luxury, it is so Dubai. Later in the evening, I visited a pub to enjoy some beautiful live music.
Sorry, I'm gonna get my phone.
The next day, I decided to visit a couple of malls. And let me tell you something, malls in Dubai are on another level. But if you've been to one of them, you've been to them all. Still, there were a lot of interesting goods and souvenirs to browse. All the latest tech too. Now, most of the malls were inherently massive in area that it was normal to have interactive screens like these to guide visitors to their destinations. Some of the malls even boasted impressive architecture.
So I think there's really not much for me to do here. It's mostly a very expensive mall with lots of luxury brands. But let's just roam around and see what the Mall of Emirates have to offer. They all seem very deep in conversations on their phones.
I was hungry, so I got a quick bite to eat and resumed exploring the mall. If you were wondering, I got a delicious chicken shawarma. Eventually, I came across this music store which had so many beautiful guitars hanging inside. The salesman was kind enough to hand me one to try out. It was a John Mayer signature guitar. I felt like I was in heaven just holding it. And finally, I ended the night with a beautiful Burj Khalifa fountain show. And guys, it was my last day in Dubai. So after packing, I checked out early. I booked a cab to my sister's apartment and I spent the evening there, after which they dropped me at the airport around midnight.
Time to go.
It was pretty late and my niece was already fast asleep in my sister's arms. After wrapping my guitar, we walked towards security clearance. After a long line, I was at the duty-free shops section of the airport. Funnily enough, to nobody's surprise, I was feeling hungry again. So I bought myself a croissant filled with ham and cheese. And it was good. After an hour's wait, we were finally allowed to board.
ride, please.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, sir, how you doing? You right? Yeah, good.
I was very delighted that I got a window seat, and the whole row was empty. You could clearly see the happiness in my face. Maybe not. But the best thing about the seat was the view. I was also served a late dinner which was fulfilling. With all this gobbling, maybe I should work out a diet plan for myself. Anyways, we touched down at Cochin Airport just before dawn. So folks, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed it sharing with you. So until my next trip, this is Dilraj Gopi signing off. Cheers!